I remember shopping for the little casket. That is the most painful journey anyone can walk. The journey of shopping for a little casket. The whys that fill your heart are so many. Why wasn't he given a chance to live? Why wasn't he given a chance to even grow and talk and see the world and express himself? Why? Why wasn't he given a chance? What's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whatever time you get to watch this, it's your girl leader Simba coming to you live from the village. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and in solidarity with what is going on in the country, I join other Kenyans or the world in mourning a departed hero. And as I was reflecting on the life of the right Honorable Raila Odinga, I just remembered that he's somebody's father, somebody's husband, a brother, a cousin, a relative, an amazing uncle, and I can't just imagine the type of grief that these people are going through. And if you've gone through grief, you'll agree with me that grief is very personal. Every loss hits differently. And personally, I have gone through the most immediate are 4 losses. And today I just decided to go, or rather to go to the place where we have designated as our final resting place for my members of the family. I decided to just take a walk, go see where my father is resting, where my 2 brothers are resting, and where my niece is resting, because it's sad, but let's do this, guys. So as the country is mourning the loss of a hero, I also want to take this time to come and visit my loved ones that left us. Some left us many years ago. The most recent loss happened this January. If you've been following me, there's a time I posted to you that I was going through a very difficult moment, and that was the reason as to why you are not seeing my post. Actually, what happened in January, I lost my nephew. To date, I have not really come into terms with that loss, because my younger brother was blessed with twins. One of them was born with a condition which really took a toll on us as a family. The boy was admitted in hospital, immediately. He was taken to the referral hospital, the National Referral Hospital here in Kenya, 4 days after birth. He stayed there for 44 days in the intensive care unit, NICU. It's a neonatal intensive care unit. He stayed there for 44 days, and unfortunately, we lost him. Nobody prepares you for the kind of pain you go through when you lose a loved one. But when you lose a child, for me, that was the most painful death or loss that I've gone through. Yes, I lost my dad. I lost my dad when I was pretty young. I think I was approaching 10 years. I lost my brother, my two brothers, one in 2015, the other one in 2018. It was crazy. It was not even a day goes by without me thinking about them. But then the loss of this child, that one hits me differently. And it has taken me to a place where I fear going to hospitals, because during those 44 days at the National Referral Hospital, I used to go there every day. The beeping of those machines is still so fresh in my mind. So since we buried that baby, I have never gone to visit the graveyard. But now that the country is in the mourning season or mode, I thought to myself, let me go and visit my loved ones. So come along with me. Yeah, so this is my home. This is our farm. And my family started experiencing loss of an immediate loved one on the 14th of February 1994. That is the time my mom became a widow. That is the time I lost my dad. I was pretty young. And it's been rough, but here we are. Thanks to some of our relatives that really stepped in. My uncle stepped in. He played the role of a father, took me to school, ensured that I didn't lack anything. So that was my younger siblings and I. Thank you so much, Uncle, for what you did for us. And okay, I've just seen this panga over here. I don't know whether my mom is aware that it is here, but let's go. Yeah, so I was saying that after that loss, of course, a lot changed, a lot happened, because my dad was the sole breadwinner. He's the one who was providing everything. I think they had agreed to have a big family because together with my mom, they had 9 children. But before their union, my dad had a child. That is my half brother. Yeah, so we are 10 children. So I think they agreed to have a big family, and my mom was supposed to stay home and take care of the home business as my dad was working. So when we lost my dad, I think my mom sank into a lot of sadness, maybe depression. She was not able to function. She was not able to run her home. Yeah, many things happened, and that is how my uncle and other family members stepped in to ensure that our lives did not stop. So let's go to say hi to my dad, my 2 brothers, and my nephew. for us, we are not so big in we fear death. We we don't like mingling with the dead. But that being said and done, doesn't I don't know how to put it. Yeah. So like we've not like decorated their resting place, but in my mind I know where my father is resting, I know where my brother is resting. So I'm actually in our family graveyard. This place here, or this place, I think silently is where it was designated that whenever a loved one in the family transitions, we bring them here to rest. So I'll start by showing you where my father was buried in 1995. So you see this banana plantation with this it's called a snake plant, or what is it called? This one, this particular spot is where my father is buried. So we know the spot because of this banana plantation and this snake plant. And also we have put these stones here. We know my dad is resting there. That was way back in 1995. So the next person who left our home, or rather the next person whom we lost, was my brother, the one that I follow. This death hit me differently. Remember, I have not visited this place in a long time, and our house is just over there. From here, our house, let me zoom in for you to see, so that you understand how bad the death can affect. You see there, those are the iron sheets to our home. So it's just a walking distance, but it becomes so hard, so difficult to actually come here and like visit the loved ones. So this particular spot here, at least here we had this cross, which I can see now has fallen. This is cross. It's supposed to be standing here. This is my brother, the one that I follow. He died in December of 2015. It was just a short illness and he died. His cross is let me try and fix it. I think there's a reason as to why. I bumped into this. Yeah, let me try and fix it. Yes. Although I believe it's important, to have these markings still like very visible, because it's good to know where somebody is resting. So it's actually supposed to be here. Yeah, so my brother was so close to me. We are 1 year apart. He was born in April, I was born in October. We are actually April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We are actually 1 year, 6 months apart. Yeah, so when I lost my brother, I had a lot of questions to ask God. I questioned everything. I questioned religion. I questioned, I'm a Christian, by the way. I questioned Christianity. I questioned about the promises of God. I questioned everything, because I'm telling you, we really prayed. We prayed our hearts out. We prayed during that period when we were sick. We did everything. We cried to God, but the final verdict is that God took him away. So during that time, my faith was really shaken, but through God's grace, I was able to accept and live with it. You don't move on with loss. You accept and you live with it. So this is my brother. It's called Samuel Mwenda Simba. We lost him, I think it was on the 31st of December. No, it wasn't 31st of December. 28th or 29th of December 2015. Yeah. So all this place is where he's resting. At least this one, it's you can see the markings clearly. There are these stones over here, or this way. This is his resting place. So maybe eventually we shall redo the cross. We shall do a more visible stone for him. After this loss, in 2018, the month of July, we lost my brother. This is my brother. This one. This one. This area is where he is resting. Yeah. This one. So we lost him in July of 2018. This is the firstborn of the family. Yeah, he was born in 1970. Yeah, the age difference is quite huge. And unfortunately, we lost him in 2018. He left behind 2 beautiful girls. My brother, the one whom we lost in 2018, left. His son was not born that time, but 6 months after his death, the wife welcomed a very handsome baby boy. Now this final one is a loss that I am still coming into terms with. It's still so fresh. And since we buried baby Fountain, this is the first time I am actually visiting this place. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Fountain. If you've been following me, and I think this one is falling, it's supposed to be like this. As you can see, he was born on 28th November 2024 and he died on 8th of January 2025. This one, it hurts deep. This is my brother's son. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts very, very much. Yeah, the grave is still fresh. The flowers are still there. It hurts. It hurts very much. Very, very much. It hurts. For sure, nobody prepares you for a loss. Absolutely no one. And when the loss occurs, nobody prepares you on how to heal. So if you're going through a loss right now, I know it hurts. I will not tell you that I know what you're going through, because having gone through these 4 losses for people that are very close to me, I will tell you that every loss is unique. The pain kills, but God gives you the grace. Sorry, I ran out of battery and now I've switched to my phone. I was saying, if you are going through a loss, I will not tell you that I know how it feels, because I will be lying to you. Every loss is unique in its own way. Someday you wake up, you feel like you want to lose it. Some days you wake up and you're all bubbly, you're all smiling and everything. Other times you wake up and you hate life. You hate everything that life has to offer. But you know what? Life moves on. I know it hurts, it's painful, but if you're a believer in our Lord Jesus Christ, somehow He gives you the grace to bear the pain and to keep on going. But the sure thing is that pain resides somewhere in our hearts, a place where sometimes it opens up and grief consumes you. Some days I will not say you forget, but you're able to bear the loss. But the sure thing is, us that are still living, we just need to purpose to do our best. We need to purpose to live life. We need to purpose to make peace with everybody, because nobody knows the day or the time when you'll breathe your last. So, this is Baby Fountain. I remember that fateful morning the doctors called and they said we needed to go to the hospital. It was at that particular moment that I knew the worst had happened. I was at work. My brother and my elder sister were at my place. I was actually housing them because Baby Fountain was hospitalized. in the National Referral Hospital, which happens to be in Nairobi, where I reside due to my work. I spoke to my supervisor and I told her that I needed to rush to the hospital. I went there and I waited for my brother and my sister who were coming from a distance because my workplace is near the National Referral Hospital. The first thing I did when I entered the NICU, or the neonatal intensive care unit, is that I peeped through to see whether our precious baby was still there. I remember seeing a team of doctors surrounding his NICU, or rather his bed. At that particular time, I had a lot of hope, and I thought maybe they were planning to take him in for surgery. Remember, since he was brought to that particular hospital, they kept on telling us that the baby needed a surgery to rectify something that was amiss with him. So I had hopes. I thought that maybe they were preparing him for surgery. And then I sat there. I saw my brother and my sister coming. We sat there. They called my brother in the ward, the intensive care unit ward. My brother is such a believer. He's a very strong Christian. And then it was coming out, I saw him balancing tears. He came and sat down there with us. Of course, I couldn't ask him what the doctors had said. I waited for him to speak. He didn't say anything. He was called again. At this particular time, my favorite cousin had already come. So we were the four of us. When my brother went in for the second time, that is the time that they broke the news to him that baby Fountain and gone to be with the Lord. I still remember it like it was yesterday. We had such a huge hospital bill. It had flocked to 1 million Kenyan shillings. By the way, we still have that hospital bill. We were never able to raise the money, but we came into an agreement with the hospital. They allowed us, that is 3 weeks later after baby Fountain passed on, we were still negotiating with the hospital, and 3 weeks later, they allowed us to come and put him to his final resting place with an agreement that we shall be paying a certain amount every month. Thank you so much to the hospital for being so gracious to us. Since we laid him to rest, this is the first time I am actually coming to visit him. I am the one who brought his remains from the National Referral Hospital. I had the longest drive from that hospital to our home. Due to financial challenges, we could not hire a hearse to bring him home. So we agreed we use a personal car because the casket was quite small, like this size. And I was the designated driver. That was the longest drive from that funeral home, because he stayed in the morgue for 3 weeks as you are trying to raise funds and negotiate with the hospital. And eventually, the hospital agreed to give us him to come and lay him to rest. This one hurts deeply. Why was the baby not given a chance to live life? Why was the baby not given a chance to explore the world, to achieve his full potential? What will we be telling the brother? Remember, I told you there were two of them, and I think they were identical. I think. What will we be telling the brother when finally he's of age and you start asking questions? I think that is the more reasons that we need to put this place in order so that it is clear. Fountain is sleeping here, my dad is sleeping there, my brother is sleeping there, and the other brother is sleeping here. So as we mourn the loss of a national hero, today I'm just here visiting my father, my two brothers, and my nephew, telling them that we are still here, we are still pushing, but this loss, it cut me deep. This particular loss, this was deep, guys. I'll not lie to you. This one was deep. I remember shopping for the little casket. That is the most painful journey anyone can walk. The journey of shopping for a little casket. The whys that fill your heart are so many. Why wasn't he given a chance to live? Why wasn't he given a chance to even grow and talk and see the world and express himself? Why? Why wasn't he given a chance? But I'm comforted knowing that one day, one sweet day, I shall reunite with the four of them. When finally, I shall also join them in heaven. I know my father is proud of me. I have made him a grandfather. I know my two brothers are also proud of me because I've also made them uncles. But my poor nephew, he was never given a chance even to know me as his auntie. He was never given a chance even to know his family. But I'm comforted knowing that he is resting in Jesus' right hand. I pray to all of you that are going through loss that God will comfort you, that God will give you a purpose in life, But one sweet day, when your time is right, you shall also rejoin or reunite with your loved ones.